So I never ever make any kind of serious videos, but I had a very interesting and somewhat terrifying experience the other day. And the reason that I'm showing this is not because it says seizures, but because it says take 10 to 15 minute break every hour. And I'm sure we've all seen that in a video game manual before and thought, well, that's stupid. Don't tell me what to do, Nintendo. Don't tell me how to live my life. But the other night, I was playing Little Big Planet. That's over there. Little Sackboy running. And over the course of probably 3 hours on and off, at the end of, like, building a little level, even though there's no point in building levels in Little Big Planet anymore because no one's playing it, I started to get a tiny bit dizzy. But I'm a gamer girl, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep going. And then within 15 minutes, I had a migraine. And within 2 minutes of having the migraine, I was vomiting up everything in my entire body. On the ground, sweating in, like, a pool of, like, writhing agony. And I don't know if that was a seizure. It has all the exact symptoms of an aneurysm, which is not common for somebody who's 25 years old, obviously. But if you've strained your eyes and your brain enough that they're wearing down at a faster rate, it could be very possible that a young person could have an aneurysm. So I'm making this video because I have yet to get to the bottom of my personal situation, but I'd like to warn people that before something like this actually happens to you, maybe it would be a good idea to take the advice of, professionals who've actually looked into it and bothered to write it down to warn you. Because I am 25, I've been playing video games since I was probably 9, and nothing like this has ever happened to me, but that's not to say that this couldn't have happened and literally killed me. I don't know I'm not saying it's Little Big Planet's fault that this happened, but it's clearly my fault for ignoring, that is, the warnings that were given to me for literally over 10 years to finally actually have this happen. So I'm going to probably get a brain scan and various other things that someone my age shouldn't have to have. I'm sorry, I'm going to start crying now because this really actually scared me. I was hoping not to cry, but I have a long history of cancer and strokes and literally any kind of disease that could kill a human being in my family. We have it. So normally people would think, oh, maybe it's something I ate. My boyfriend thought that I had food poisoning. But, I know my body, I guess, and I know that something was incredibly wrong. And the day after, I spontaneously threw up just walking. So I know that there's definitely something in my brain that I triggered that's wrong with it. And I'm not really sure why I'm telling people this, but I guess I just wanted to, like, put a notice, like a PSA out there that sometimes things that you think are harmless could actually be doing damage to you over time. And it's better to, not play a video game for 3 hours just because you like doing it when your brain could actually be at risk and your life could be at risk. So, I guess that's the only point that I really wanted to make, is that I've definitely never had a seizure or a history of seizures before, but 2 nights ago, I thought that my life was literally going to end, and I stayed up for 3 hours just trying to go to sleep so that I wouldn't be in pain anymore, and all I could do is throw up. Sorry, that's embarrassing. But I just hope that this never happens to anyone else, because young people should know to take better care of themselves, and I know that I've made mistakes not doing that in the past. So everyone who hasn't thought about their health today or recently should take the time to actually think about the things that they're doing to their body and whether or not it could be actually having a negative effect. Because all these things like VR helmets and I just said VR helmets twice. That's not what I meant. But, kids playing nothing but video games all day and being on their phones is bad for people's brains. And we're going to have an entire generation of children whose brains are failing and things like this are happening if we don't do something about it. Thank you for listening. And hopefully I will be not such a basket case next time I make a video.